going to talk a little bit about seat installation. As you notice here, we've notched our backer board out at the height that we've chosen for our seat. We've notched our backer board to the studs to give our seat a little extra stability. Once we've notched out our backer board, now it's time to go ahead and put our seat in to see how it sits. In this case, you can see it fits in nicely. We have created some gaps that we do need to address. How we address those gaps really is by perhaps using mesh tape and patching these seams and mudding these seams. Around the perimeter of this, we're going to go ahead and shoot some silicone in there to help prevent any moisture from getting in and back behind our backer board. Also, we're going to do that on the bottom as well. We need to pitch this seat. If you do not pitch this seat roughly 1/4 of an inch per foot, you're going to get pooled water sitting on this seat. How we do that is taking a couple of wedges or spacers that you have on the job that you're using, and the easiest way to do it is by just pushing up the bottom and pushing these wedges in, making it tight. I'm going to have to add another wedge to make it tight to the top, giving us 1/4 of an inch per foot. We now want to check for our 1/4 of an inch per foot. How you can do that is by really just setting your level on top of there and lifting the level up. By lifting the front of the level up to the bubble is level, you should have 1/4 of an inch between the bottom of your level and the seat. That tells you that you are at 1/4 of an inch per foot. So we've got our seat installed. We've put silicone around in a normal situation. We've already had our silicone put in. We've taped our seams and filled these voids. Now what we need to do is notch our tile around the seat. How we notch our tile around the seat is pretty simple. We've consistently been using wedges in this job, which is a grout joint of about 1/8 of an inch. The easiest way to do this is to go ahead and put your wedges in on the tile, set the tile on top of it, scratch a little line on top of that tile, and from there, we know that the height of this cut right now is right around here. But because of the pitch of the seat at 1/4 of an inch per foot, the cut on our tile is naturally going to angle upwards into the tile. So how do we cut it to fit the seat and the pitch of the seat? It's pretty simple. We've got our spacers in, tiles on the wall, we scratched our level line. Remove the tile, get your level in on top of that level line. Make sure you're nice and level. Go ahead and scratch a line from here. And now we have a line to measure to. Remember, if we have 1/8 of an inch grout joint everywhere else in this project, we want to make sure that we leave 1/8 of an inch grout joint consistently around this seat. So if I am measuring from this seat, from this line to this seat, and I have roughly 12 3/16, I want to remove 1/8 of an inch from that measurement to give me a natural grout joint at the seat. So I'm going to start that cut at about 12 1/16. We can go ahead, put our tile on top of this, square it up on our level line, and we know now just by looking at it that we can go ahead and notch this tile right here. We've established from here to here, it's 12 1/16. So the easiest thing to do is to come down from the top of our tile down to our line here at 12 1/16. From there, square up on your level line once again. Go ahead and make a mark on the side of the tile again on the wall, because this is our second measurement. Because the seat is angling, this dimension is going to be less than this dimension. So if I measure this dimension, this starts at 12 1/16, which means if I'm taking off 1/8 of an inch, I want to cut this piece at 11 15/16. Grab your tile, measure from the top down, 11 15/16. And if you were to take a level and put a level line straight across here, you will notice that slightly goes up, catering to the pitch of our seat. So what we're gonna do is go to our tub saw. We're gonna go ahead and cut straight in off this line, and then we're gonna come in and cut this out, notching this tile, and it should fit perfectly around our seat. We have to remember when we're cutting tile that a tile blade removes about 1/8 of an inch as it goes through a tile. So depending on how you measure this tile, if you've measured it exactly 1/8 of an inch, and that's what we want to remove, is exactly 1/8 of an inch, we have to remember to run the blade on the inside of the line, salvaging the line.